Okay, we're back in the kitchen tonight. We're starting week 2. It is Saturday night, and I'm gonna make some dinner. Did we have breakfast this morning? Gonna have to think about. Oh, yeah, we did. We had omelets, you know, something brand new. I'll put up a picture if I took one. So tonight I'm trying to work my way through the refrigerator, and I've got a couple of things that desperately need to be used. So we have some chicken left from last week. You know, I had 3 big chicken breasts that I kind of sliced in half that way, so I ended up with 6. So I still have 2 left to eat. And then this crazy thing I found in the freezer a couple of days ago. I took it out, stuck it in the refrigerator without a real plan on what to do with it. So this is roasted vegetables. So I think I'm just going to throw those in the air fryer and we're going to hope for the best. But I want my container back, so we'll get that out of the freezer. Then I have this big Costco bag of Brussels sprouts I am still working through. David doesn't eat Brussels sprouts, so it's all up to me. So I'm going to throw some Brussels sprouts in the air fryer tonight. I did find this one kind of silly looking almost head of broccoli in the garden the other day, so David is going to have this. Then, let me see, the most exciting find, I did not go to the grocery store to get these. I got these in my TV room upstairs. I have a Meyer lemon tree in my TV room upstairs. It is 2 years old and it has just now given me some lemons. So anyway, I'm going to use these things before they die. So tonight I'm going to use at least 1, maybe 2, I don't know. We'll see how juicy they are. And I'm going to make a lemon butter. I have some leftover white wine in the fridge. So I'll make some kind of sauce for the chicken. And then I think I'm going to call it a lemon garlic aioli dipping sauce for the veggies because it sounds fancier than a lemon mayonnaise. But there you go, that's what I'm going to make tonight. And, oh, I'm going to put some capers in the sauce too. Because, seriously, who does that? Who does that? That is a Costco-sized jar of capers, and there are 2 of us. It is 2 pounds of capers. So we're going to try to work through, you know, an ounce of capers or something tonight. So that's what I have. So I hope it's going to be a good dinner. I hope it's going to be fun. I don't know if you can see it or not. I have pulled out the air fryer, and it is covered in sawdust because the guys were here working on the appliance pantry again all week. So I'm going to wipe that down and then we're going to get moving with dinner. It should come together pretty quickly, I think. Oh, pretty. This will be the first lemons off the tree. They're Meyer lemons, but they're really big, so, you know, we'll see. They're juicy. All right, that's about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, so I think I'll go with that. And if I need more, I have more, otherwise we'll save that for another night. I'm going to put a little bit in this bowl that I'm going to mix the mayo up in, and then I'm going to save this for the sauce for the chicken. I came up with parsley as my green herb. I have garlic powder, mayo, parsley, probably need some salt and pepper. We're going to see. All right, garlic powder. some parsley, and then we'll give it a taste test. Kind of tastes like an herb mayo, so that's good. That will be just fine. Let's get the Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. All right, done with this, done with this. I'm going to give these a good spray with some avocado oil. Okay, Brussels are ready to go. I'm gonna pop those into the air fryer and we're just gonna play it by ear on the timing. We'll go with 4 minutes. I didn't preheat it. It works a little bit better when you preheat it, but I didn't do that. Okay, the butter is melting over here. I'm gonna get some capers in there and let those start crisping up. Yet another jar that's hard to open. There we go. All right, let's get some of these 42,000 capers in the pan over there. All right, I'm gonna get the chicken ready to go in the pan. Let's get David's broccoli cut up. He just likes it raw and likes to dunk it, so that's about as easy as it gets. All right. So far so good, right? Okay, so I have ghee, capers, white wine in there. I'm gonna get the chicken in there. Let it just kind of start warming up. I just have a few little bites here left over from my lunch the other day. Guess I'll leave those. Maybe the animals will appreciate those. All right. Set that aside. Let's go check on the Brussels. All right, not quite there on the Brussels. Let's keep going with those. Putting them on 400. Let's do another couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add these crazy defrosted roasted veggies. So it looks like I have a couple of red peppers and a slice of onion that was originally grilled. So I may slice that up a little bit more. David probably won't eat these either. Okay, red peppers and the onion will just do as it is. I have a lot of veggies to eat tonight, but we'll get them out of the freezer. That'll be good. All right. Okay, so that are my Brussels. They're still not done. I like them kind of crispy, but I'm just going to scoot them over so I can go ahead and get some of this in. And we'll hope for the best. Okay, I'm going for another 4 minutes. Okay, at least my container is emptied. I hate when I do that. I literally just shoved this thing in the freezer and it took up a bunch of room, and then it took my container away from me. All right, let's go back to the chicken. And we'll need a little more wine in there. This is what I found in the fridge. I think it maybe was from Thanksgiving. So I don't know. Somebody's going to tell me that's not a good idea. But there it is. Now let's get these flipped over. I'm going to add the lemon juice. And I might even put a little more ghee in there. And we're keto, so I'm not using flour to make a roux. I can add a little glucomannan to thicken this up, and I probably will once I let that wine cook off. So these chicken breasts, obviously the chicken is already cooked. This is from the other night. David grilled it. And this will be the last of it. What am I going to do with all those capers? My goodness. I do have some smoked salmon in the freezer. So maybe I'll make some seed crackers, and we'll have some smoked salmon and seed crackers and capers and, ooh, and the rest of the lemon, the other lemon. Okay, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All right, this is going in the dog's dinner tonight. She'll be very excited. All right, let's get this dipping sauce into a couple of dishes. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, we're getting there. It's a lot of vegetables I have to eat tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let it keep going a little bit longer. David's favorite is the yellow plate. All right, David's on here first. We can do it without making a mess. Mine on here. So I thickened up the sauce a little bit, as you can see. Finished with a little bit of the salted butter or salted ghee. They look pretty good. I'm going to bring you in so you can see, because you really can't see much of anything from there. Everything is rearranged during the kitchen remodel, so my utensils are now in the breakfast room. Okay, I'll take some onions, some red peppers. I'm not optimistic David is going to eat his vegetables, but we'll see. I give him some onions and some red pepper. Give myself some more Brussels. Okay, so it looks like I may still have some leftovers, but I think we did pretty well. So this is David's, and this one is mine. All right, we're gonna go eat dinner. I think we did great getting a bunch of stuff out of the fridge, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Tonight's dinner is gonna be super easy. We're gonna have barbecue sandwiches and a side salad. So I'm gonna start by mixing up a quick little ranch dressing. I always keep some ranch mix on hand because it makes it so easy. So I'm just using mayo and coconut milk, but you know, for yours you might use sour cream and mayo. That would be absolutely fine and probably wonderful. So we're going to use some more of that iceberg lettuce that gave me such grief last week. I'm happy to be able to just chop it this time rather than trying to peel it. And then we're going to try, this is a new recipe that I'm trying for barbecue beef. And it's good. I don't know that it is better than the one that we did together last time, the barbecue brisket. But, I'm almost out of that one, and I like to have options. I always make sure I'm doing the one that I like best. So, I'm not sure that this one's going to make the cut, but it did make for a really yummy sandwich. So I'm just going to take it over to the stove, and I'm just going to heat it up until the liquid reduces, and that'll concentrate the flavor. I buttered up these buns. We're keto and we are not used to having buns, but these are the buns from the Hero Bread Company. They're 0 carb or 1 carb or something like that. So this is the first time we're trying these. I'm not normally a, put a bun on it kind of girl. I like my hamburgers and my barbecue sandwiches without the bread. But David loves buns. And so since this is the first time we're having them, I'm going to go ahead and try them too. So I'm just going to butter them up and toast them. And this is going to come together so fast, it's kind of hard to even call it cooking. So you'll see it doesn't really take long for the liquid to reduce, maybe 6 or 7 minutes total, about the same amount of time it takes those buns to toast. And then for the salad, I'm just going to leave it in a wedge and put a little dressing on top. David is going to have some hot cherry peppers. Loves those on a salad. I'm going to get brave and try some cowboy candy on my sandwich. And it was actually delicious. The bun really blunted a lot of the heat of the cowboy candy because often that is too hot for me. But this worked out just great, and it was a delicious dinner. All right, let's make a fun breakfast. This was my obsession this fall. I mean, literally, if you asked David, I bet he would say we had this every day for 120 days straight. it was kind of crazy. I stopped at Thanksgiving because you can really only make one at a time, and to stand there and make 5 of these, and get done before lunchtime just seemed like insurmountable challenge. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these low carb tortillas, and we'll just kind of soften that on one side and then toast it up on the other. In the meanwhile, I'm going to use a true nonstick pan for my eggs because I put the goat cheese in first, and I want it to get nice and crispy, and so I don't want to risk my other pans having to scrape that out. So it works just fine on the nonstick pan. And then once that starts to melt and get bubbly, I'm going to put the eggs on top of that, and we're just going to let it crisp up, and then we're going to put it on top of the tortilla. And when you close that tortilla together and the egg yolks are running all over the place and you have that crispy flavor from the goat cheese, it takes on this totally different flavor when it's all crispy like that. It's just I don't know. I love it. I absolutely love it. So now I'm kind of back at the habit of these. But anyway, I think these are a terrific thing. I first saw it on Keto Twins, I think. I think it was originally a TikTok viral breakfast, that was not a keto thing, but with the keto tortillas, it makes it absolutely perfect. So I'm back obsessed again. So give these a try, or let me know if you've tried them already, because I can't get enough. All right, tonight's dinner is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to use 3 items out of the canning pantry. So you'll see that I am starting with French fries here. And you're going to say, whoa, those aren't keto, and you would be right. But my husband loves his French fries. So we're going to have some French fries. I'll have a few, maybe 25, 30 carbs. So not a huge deal, but anyway, not something I would ordinarily have chosen, but he loves them, so here we go. So instead of doing them in the air fryer like I normally would, since I'm going to do the sandwiches in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven as well. So now I'm going to make, let me tell you what we're having. We're going to have corned beef open-faced sandwiches, I guess you could call them. I'm not going to use any bread at all because it just really, it doesn't need it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to mix up a little Thousand Island style dressing here. I have some sweet relish that I canned back in summer of 22, I think, when I had like gallons and gallons and gallons of pickles. So we're going to use that. I think it's terrific with a little mayo and tomato ketchup, make a little Thousand Island dressing. And then I have the corned beef that I think we canned together back in March. I am almost out of this now. This is one of David's favorite things that I have canned, favorite, single meats that I have canned. So I'm just going to make us 2 little mounds, and these are going to be basically our open-faced sandwiches. So break up the corned beef just a little bit and then add that Thousand Island dressing. I always keep some sauerkraut. This is from last fall, I guess, fermented sauerkraut in my refrigerator. I'm going to top it with some cheese. If you'll remember from my Azure haul last month, I got some, I think it was smoked goat cheese or goat's milk cheddar or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. That's what I used because that's what I had, not necessarily, what I would use on a Reuben, but that's what I had. So there we go. And it worked just fine. It was good. It was tasty. So I went ahead and used all of that and just coated these with the cheese and put them in to get nice and bubbly. And they'll come out here in just a second. I'm going to serve these with mustard and some fermented pickles from the refrigerator that are from last summer. So look, doesn't that look perfect? Who needs bread with that? It was just delicious. And then here come the fries. I had to have a few. Gave David most of them. There you go. Five little fries for me. I think that's fine. All right, we're going to do a super easy one tonight. This is one of David's favorites, and I love that it's super easy. So this thing of iceberg lettuce, that has been driving me crazy for the past week or so. I'm going to finish the rest of that tonight. All right, David's big bowl for his taco salad. I prefer my taco salad without the lettuce, without the salad part. Okay, so that's his base. I have some taco meat. This is my next to last jar of taco meat, so I definitely have to make some more of that. I have a couple different types of salsa. And then I also found in my garage refrigerator, I do this all the time. I buy guacamole from Costco, and then I leave it in the garage refrigerator and forget all about it. So this one, oh man, used by January 28th. So we're going to be having a lot of guacamole this month. So we'll start tonight. All right, let's go over to the stove top. I'm going to crisp up some tortillas, and we'll use those for dipping. And then we're good to go. This won't take but maybe 10 minutes total to put together. I'll see you over here. All right, I have some oil heating up for the tortillas, and I'm going to put the taco meat in here. Heat it up, let it reduce just a little bit. So I have peppers and tomatoes and onions, taco seasoning in here. Everything is done. I really don't need to do anything other than heat that up. Okay, that's getting warm, so let's heat up the taco shells. These are just the Mission Carb Balance tortillas. All right. So that's avocado oil in there. They won't take but a minute to crisp up. Okay, we are ready. So the meat looks perfect, absolutely perfect. The tortilla chips. I mean, how easy was that, right? Took maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So we'll get David's going first. He likes to put hot sauce and salsa on his taco salad rather than any kind of dressing. So we'll let him do that. Actually, I should go ahead and make mine too, shouldn't I? All right, I'm gonna add a little cheese to both. This is the white cheddar goat cheese, goat's milk cheese. I think it's really pretty good. All right. Now some hot cherry peppers for David. And some guacamole. All right, and finally some salsa. I had some roasted salsa in the fridge. So we'll work on finishing this first. And some chips. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind outside, but it is howling. Okay, it's David's taco salad, totally keto. My taco not salad, also totally keto. All right, we're gonna go eat. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, this is another of our favorite breakfasts. I know we're on a little corned beef theme this week, but this time I'm going to use the regular commercially canned one because it's more of a ground texture, I guess, so lots of little bits to get crispy in there. I'm going to serve this with some fried eggs. If you don't use corned beef, I don't know. It's so good. I know it's probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but I can't help it. I really enjoy it. And if I weren't keto and I didn't have those French fries last night, night before last, whenever that was, I would be adding some hash browns to these and crisping them up at the same time. But this is just, I don't know, it's a fantastic meal. We really enjoy it. It's nice and filling. And this was a day when I was about to have workers descend on my kitchen, so I knew that we would not eat again until dinner, if then. So we wanted a big hearty breakfast, and this is it. It's not going to be the prettiest meal in a bowl, but boy, is it tasty. All right, so I'm going to leave you here today. I have the next 3 days are completely filled up with workers. I have plumbers coming, carpenters coming, the electrician coming, the painter coming, and I think the tile guy is coming by to measure. I don't know what on earth is going on, but I am going to be full of people and, more importantly, full of noise and sawdust. So I won't be doing a whole lot of cooking in the kitchen while all of that is going on. So I will see you next week. I wish you a happy week. I hope you had a wonderful week with your pantry challenge and that you had some great meals and found some ways to make do with things when you don't have exactly what you want. So I will see you next time. Enjoy your week. Bye-bye.